Did you know when it comes to a financial blessing that's about to enter your life, the universe will put you through a series of tests? And this isn't because the universe wants to hurt you or wants to stop you from receiving wealth in your life. It's to make sure that you can handle it. So make sure that this financial blessing won't slip through your fingers when you get it, to make sure that you won't self-sabotage this blessing that's about to happen in your life. Now, a series of tests will happen, and one of those tests is going to be the patience test, to see how patient you are. See, a lot of the times when it comes to a blessing, when people are saying, God, please bless me with this, God, please bless me with that, they get impatient, right? They want the blessing to happen right away. And a lot of the times when it comes to this blessing that's about to happen in your life, you will push it away if you aren't being patient. You just have to trust. You have to know that the universe is working in your favor, that the universe is conspiring to get you everything that you desire. Now, you're also going to have a consistency test. How consistent are you going to be at what you believe is already yours, what you are asking for, right? How consistent are you going to be? How much faith are you going to have in what you can't see, right? When there's no evidence, when you don't see anything in your life that's saying, here comes this big financial blessing, are you going to be consistent at it, right? It's very important to always know that the universe is working in your favor. Now, you are also going to have a faith in the dark test. Now, this is very, very important. When it comes to when nobody else can hear, nobody else can see what you are asking the universe for, this is faith in the dark. Are you going to believe that it's coming in your life, even if you don't know? Even if you really can't see anything happening in your life, almost like the consistency test, almost like the patience test. All of these tests are very, very connected. Your inner conversation is very, very important. How much do you believe that it's about to happen in your life, right? The universe is going to continue to put you through these tests over and over again. And another test is the temptation test. You're going to be tempted to lie in life. You're going to be tempted to cheat your way through things. You're going to be tempted to take a fast route to try to get to money or financial wealth. The universe wants to know, just like being faithful in the dark, what are you going to do when nobody else is looking, right? Are you going to be tempted to cheat your way through? Are you going to be tempted to lie, right? If you know that you are the kind of person who may tell like little white lies or just little lies, catch yourself, right? Change. Become the new version of yourself that doesn't lie, that doesn't steal, that doesn't cheat, that doesn't do any of these things that will interfere with this financial blessing that's about to happen in your life. Now, you're also going to have the detachment test. This is a test to see how faithful are you going to be without being attached to it, right? A lot of the times people are so attached on how it's going to come, when it's going to come, just anxious all the time, right? You are going to be tested to see if you trust in the divine timing without being attached to the outcome. Right? Detachment is very, very important. You have to detach yourself from everything and just trust that the universe is about to bless you with this big financial blessing in your life. Now, you're also going to get put through the gratitude test. Gratitude is a very, very powerful vibration. And a lot of the times in this matrix, this world that we live in, it's going to be a lot of things that are going to discourage you from being grateful all the time. You know, when it comes to your financial blessing and everything that you have in your life, give gratitude. Even when nobody else is looking, that's the most important time to just thank God for everything that you have in your life. Because there are a lot of people right now that want exactly, they pray exactly for what you have, right? Just being grateful for what's about to come in your life. Thank God, thank the universe in advance for this financial blessing, and thank the universe that you were chosen to receive this big financial blessing that you're about to receive in your life. Now, you are going to be put through the integrity test. And this is similar to the temptation test, right? You want to have a lot of integrity. You don't want to be a person that's fake. You want to be real and true to yourself. You want to be the kind of person that people can trust. When you say something, your word is powerful. When you say you're going to do something, you get it done. You don't fake around people. You don't put on this fake face or this fake personality. You're very, very true to who you are. You have lots of integrity. So that is very important to pass the integrity test. Now, you are also going to be put through the money management test. And I promise you, there is a financial blessing that's about to happen in your life. It may not even be big. It may just be $100 or $1,000. How are you going to manage this? Are you going to blow it all away on just drinking and chilling or are you going to manage it properly? Right? See, when it comes to a big financial blessing, you're being protected by the universe to see how you are going to manage it. Right? The universe isn't going to put you in harm. And if a large sum of money is going to harm you because you're going to beat yourself up, you are going to just do things that are unhealthy in your life or put yourself in unhealthy situations, then, you didn't pass the money management test. And I'm not saying use money scarcity. I'm not saying be scared to spend it. Just make sure you manage it on the right things. Paying off your debt, paying off your bills, taking care of your family, taking care of your friends, things like that. You definitely want to be able to manage a large sum of money that's about to enter your life. Now, another test is going to be the generosity test, right? Are you going to continue to walk past people and not help people financially that might be standing outside the store, or people that you may know in your life that may need a financial blessing? Even if sometimes you give your last, even if you don't have much, just being being grateful that the universe is going to send more financial wealth in your life. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give this person my last $5, because you got it coming back, right? What you put out there, you're going to get back. You put that good karma out there, good karma's going to come back. You may just give somebody your last $5 and the lottery ticket that you already played, you go and check it, you won $25, $250, $1,000. You just never know. The universe will always bless you back when you give your last. The generosity test is very important. Now, you are also going to be put through the boundaries test. Are you going to be the kind of person that lets people take advantage of you, that lets people use you? Or are you going to be a person who says no and stand firm on it? A person that can see these fake people that are in your life just trying to use you for what they can get out of you. And we've all went through that. We've all had fake friends or people in our life who have come through and borrowed money and just never paid it back. And they may even came back and you did it again, right? But now you learned how to say no. So you're going to be put through this test to make sure that you set your boundaries and that you stick to it and you let nobody cross that line, right? That's a very important test. Now, another one is going to be the isolation test. You're going to go through a period of isolation. And this is a period where you start to develop more self-reliance. You're going to be put through isolation for the simple fact a lot of the people that you have in your life, they no longer serve you any purpose. And the universe knows exactly how they feel about you, what they think about you behind closed doors. So you are going to be separated from these people. And when you go through this isolation test, it's important for you just to be okay with being alone. Nobody's abandoning you. The universe is just removing things out of your life so more things can come into your life. You have to create space so new things can come in. So the isolation test is very, very important. Now, you are going to also be put through the energy and the attitude test, right? And I know sometimes when you're out, people may get under your skin. People may cut you off in traffic, right? It's very important for you to keep a that good energy and keep that good frequency, right? Keep your attitude on a high vibration, because just getting mad over things, little small things, it takes your energy down, right? See, when you got this financial wealth in your life, man, them little things ain't gonna bother you, because you're not gonna be in a race to get to work. You're not gonna be in a race to get somewhere. You're just gonna be chilling. You'll be like, oh, they cut me off. That's fine. It's cool. Driving in my luxury whip, I don't care. Cut this car. I'm cool. I'm not in a rush. Maybe wherever you're going is way important than where I'm going. That's gonna be your attitude. You're not going to let smaller things bother you when you get this financial wealth in your life. So you have to start embodying that version of yourself right now and keeping that attitude high, frequency, vibration high, so everything can align to come into your life. Now, you are also going to be put through the obedience to your intuition test. Are you going to trust that inner voice that's telling you, go ahead, go for it? It's yours. Take the leap of faith. Step out of your comfort zone. Are you going to listen to that inner voice, or are you going to listen to the voice that says, nah, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Right? So you have to be obedient to your intuition. If your intuition is telling you, play that lottery ticket at this place, don't be scared of losing, because every losing ticket is a step to your winning ticket. It's only alignment. That's all it is. You're being redirected to a much bigger blessing that's about to happen in your life. And when it comes to a losing ticket, there's no such thing as a losing ticket in the quantum field, right? Every single ticket is a winner. So you have to always be obedient to your intuition. Now, you're also going to be put through the humble test. You have to always be humble. Now, when this financial wealth comes into your life, are you going to be the person who feels like they're better than everybody, just walking around like, or are you going to be that person who knows what it feels like at the bottom, who always remembers it, doesn't look down on people, right? You want to not be the person that's going to become arrogant. So whatever goes on in your life, always stay humble, and always say to yourself, I'm humble. I'm going to always be humble. I'm very humble. I'm not better than anybody in this world. So you are definitely going to be put through the humble test. Now, you are also going to be put through the loyalty test. And this is the test to see if you are going to stay true to your dream. Even if you look into your bank account and that your bank account is not saying what you desire it to be, staying loyal to the game, baby. Staying loyal even if you don't see any evidence in your life. And that person is not going to give up. You're not going to stop, because you're very loyal to your dream. You see this vision. Are you going to stay loyal to that vision even if the vision hasn't happened yet? So you're definitely going to be put through that loyalty test. Now, another test is going to be letting go of the old identity test, right? Once you stop doing things that are no longer serving you any purpose, there's going to be temptation in your life that is going to want you to go back to the old version of yourself, right? See, a lot of the times people will revert back to the old version of themselves because it feels more comfortable. When people feel uncomfortable in their life, they're like, wait, this doesn't feel right. Let me go back to being the person that lies. Let me go back to being the person that cheats. Let me go back to being the person that litters all the time and curses people out and just angry and mad all the time, right? You have to let go of the old identity. Once you become a new version of yourself, you cannot take 2 steps back. You have to keep moving forward in life. Everything is all about progression. And once you progress and once you get to that next level, let go of that old version and never go back to that old identity ever again. That's a very powerful test. Now, another powerful test that the universe will put you through, and this is one of the biggest ones. This is one of the biggest ones, people, is going to be your health test. The universe, God gave you this body, right? And it's very important for you to have a good relationship with this body. It's very important for you to put the right things in your body. Exercise your body, right? Get your body in shape, because the wealthy version of yourself goes to the gym every single day. The wealthy version of yourself eats the proper things. And all you are basically doing is aligning yourself to the version of yourself that you see in your imagination that already has all this wealth. Because I know you see it. I know you can imagine this version of yourself that has everything. I know you can. So you have to take care of your health, and you have to align yourself to the version of yourself that already has it, that healthy, wealthy version. And you are also going to be put through the mindset test. And a lot of people don't realize that what your inner state is the reality around you. Are you going to be the kind of person that accepts the poverty, lack mindset? Or are you going to be that kind of person that is going to constantly evolve, constantly grow your mindset, fill your mindset up with abundance, with wealth, right? You cannot go back to the old identity anymore. You have become this new version. You have to continue to work on your mindset every day so the universe can reflect more wealth into your life. You are going to be put through these tests that I put in this video. There are a lot more tests. But as long as you continue to pass these daily tests, you are getting a lot closer, one step closer to this financial blessing that's about to happen in your life. It can happen today. You can win the lottery today. You can get an inheritance today. You just never know where it's going to come from. You can get a big opportunity. Circumstances can change in your life just like that. You never know how it's going to come, but you always have to be aware of these different tests all the time. Just, when something happens, just be like, this has got to be a test. I'm going to pass this test right now. And you're only being a person with a lot of integrity just by passing all these tests that happens in your life. You have to continuously know that the universe is going to test you on a regular basis every single day. There are going to be a multitude of tests. Pass each test just by being a great person, just by being the true person that you are destined to be, that wealthy version of yourself that has everything that you desire, that you see in your imagination, that you're aligning yourself up with. Just know that the universe is going to test you, baby. Now, I just wanted to deliver a powerful message that the universe is going to test you every day, and it's very important for you to pass these tests, because that financial wealth is about to happen in your life. You're about to win the lottery, baby. It's about to happen. Make sure you get out there and play a ticket right now today, because it is not impossible. It's very possible that you're about to win today. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning into Millionaire Mindset Spiritual, where everything happens in divine time by divine design. But remember, you are the divine design, the divine time. You are everything, because the universe listens to exactly what you say, and reality is always going to reflect it right back in your life once you believe it, baby. Once you believe it. Now, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment on this video. Make sure that you hype me up. I really appreciate your support. Thanks again. Till the next video. Peace.